charcoal all over me. It's insidious, absolutely insidious. And don't look at that place where I accidentally spilled it right over there.
They block it.
Okay. Huh?
Oh, I'm wearing white. I don't want to block it for you.
Well, we got Jessie over here stirring in essential oils. We've been making soap all day. We've been slinging soap all day. And we got Cheryl over there, and she says I've absolutely worked her ASS off all day long. And we have been slinging soap. There's like all kinds of soap molded up over there on the wall. We was behind. I ran out of lie. I cannot lie. I ran out of lie. We was behind. And now this is Squirrel. Larry Black. Squirrel. My friend Squirrel. Who take me, and people on Facebook that see me, look, you're supposed to look right there and say hi to YouTube.
Hi.
No, it's hi to YouTube.
How you do? There
you go. This is his first ever moment on Kimberly's YouTube channel, but you've already burst the scene on the Facebook page with those pictures of us when we was riding a funeral. Because what are you? Retired Biker Club member.
Yeah.
You tell them.
Member.
You tell them.
Member of the American Cruisers Motorcycle Club.
That's what it is. And we was doing a funeral for one of our best buds that his daddy died, right? Or two of our best buds.
Yeah.
That their daddy died. And so and he called me up and said, come ride the funeral with me. And I was like, yes. Because who likes to ride a motorcycle?
You do more than I do.
And so anyway, you might have seen us on Facebook already. Doing that, and I don't know if I got all the pictures. I think I just got the close-up picture. I got more of those pictures. But what we're doing today is, and I told him, I said, here, stand right here and get in front of the mess. Because they fuss at me all the time. But we've been slinging soap all day, and it looks pretty rough right back there because there's soap on the counters, and they said, oh, Kimberly, you're so nasty. But you start stirring that stuff, and some things fall off the edges of the crock and slings around. And if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a turkey cooker, crock pots going all in one day, it can get a little messy. We just barely keep up with it. Right there at the end, sometimes we don't keep up with it. Isn't that right, Cheryl? Yep. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, okay. No. Yeah, okay, now tell me. Yep. How bad was it? Come on, they gotta hear you from all the way over here. Bad. and oh, don't look at the activated charcoal I spilled. I was doing number 2, and I picked it up real quick to start sprinkling, and it just completely flew out of my hands, the whole container. All right, so we're fixing to do the Gigolo Joe, and I've not done this one for you for a long time on screen, and I want to show you the technique. This is bought from Lowe's, and it's some kind of sign material. Can you hear it? And it comes in like sheets about 2 foot by maybe 18 inches or something. And they had it in pink and neon green when I bought it. And we're using the Essential Depot molds, and we literally just, it sticks in there to where it's sort of in the middle. So you have to cut it to fit each person individually. And then I'm gonna do the close-up directly on the, I'm gonna just get the computer right on top of everything so that you can just see what's going on with my molds and everything. And yes, activated charcoal sort of got on everything, so even these things have got activated charcoal on them at the moment because it went everywhere. Okay, look at him, he's like, Kimberly's so crazy when she's on camera. All right, so say bye.
Bye.
Ah! Oh, and Jessie's hauling off on my butt. Just because it's 5 o'clock. Just because it's 5 o'clock don't mean she can leave. Darn, did you close the side? Phew, we had a few extra customers today.
We had a good day.
We're hoping that the, what do you call it, the refund checks coming in?
Yes.
It's going to stimulate, because we're just tired of staring at each other, right?
We are.
I mean, we like each other, but
And
we're tired
you're pretty, but I'm tired of looking at you.
I know, we're tired of looking at each other. We got to have something to do. All right. Okay.
All right, to pay you today.
All right, we've got the non-colored soap, and we've got the activated charcoal colored soap. We've already put the essential oils in there, and because I'm just showing you how to do it. And on the first row, you sort of put your bottom. Let's see if I've got this good. Let's see if I can do, I know, hang on. Let's see, maybe if I pull it up like that. Maybe that's better. All right, so you try to just sort of lay it halfway in there and support it when you drop your first plops, you might say, in. And you try to, like, you push it with your hand and to where it's not. There we go. We did one side. And I'm hoping, yeah. Y'all holler at me if I get the mold out of the way, okay? When you can't see. I'll hear you next week. All right. All right. Now my soaps are real rustic, okay? And now you see how this is on this wall right here? Well, of course that's gonna be on your soap. But if you want it to be real perfect, the problem of it is that when you get it real perfect, you've also let your soap get cold, and you gotta be fast. So now we're gonna put the clear in here on the other side. Same thing. Switch it back and forth. And then set this up in the middle, and it sticks now. So we'll turn it like that. I know the light could be better. Let's see. There we go. And try to get it as centered as you can. And you really sort of have to do a plopping motion to get it to go all the way down in there good, because the soap is thick and you've got a smaller space there and whatnot. So and there needs to be just a little drop more put over in that corner. Alright, and then we'll take, and where we've got the clear, no colored soap over here, then we'll put the black on top of it, and then where we've got the black, we're going to put see, I'm making a checkerboard, squirrel. See that, guys? All right, and then you want to beat it a couple times, and I'm fighting the. Do I have a TEA spoon clean? All right, fast, fast, fast. She says, "Oh my God."
Charcoal's all over everything.
I know, that charcoal's always all over everything. Then you just ease that up like that right there. And then I just take a spoon and do a cute little swirl on the top of it like that. And give it one little swish. And I think I banged that one too hard. Now I lost some of my pretty swirl. And then scrape off what's on your spoon. Alright. And then we'll put the black on top of the non-colored. Swish it back and forth. Lift that over. And then put the clear on it. And you can see how I'm not full enough right over here on this side. And I fill these up extra tall. This bar of soap is extra tall because it's prettier that way. And so I usually just get 3 molds. out of the deal instead of 2. And there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? All right, and then clean your spoon. You don't want to have a mixed breed on your hands. And then we're going to do this third one. And I've got to where I do 2 of them at a time because that way I can tell how much I got left. But I was trying to do this where two double batches usually does 4 moles worth, but I ended up always having the soap too short for this pattern, and I didn't like that. So people get more than they're paying for on this bar of soap because the bars are big, but you could charge more. Most people charge more than I do anyway, especially for something so technically difficult. What are you laughing at? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Look at him. He ain't gonna tell us. He ain't gonna tell us what that snicker was about. Alright. I even got Guy on one of these one time. His mama called me. She was so excited. Now you can see how that's going to be such a beautiful checkerboard, ain't it?
Yeah.
And I'm slap dab out of it, so I can't even show them what it looks like till tomorrow when I cut it. I can't even show them what it's going to look like. Maybe I'll do a clip tomorrow.
You can have enough for another one?
No. Alright, I'll tell you what I do here is, I take that out and I make soap for friends who are guys, and I just put a layer on the bottom like that. Because I always end up with just a little bit left over, and I could have put that just a little bit deeper on those first 2, you know, but I always end up worrying that I won't have enough to do a whole third one, you know. And so, and doesn't this stuff smell good? What do you think about the smell? This is the Gigolo Joe. Gigolo Joe. Are you giggling?
Smells okay.
Smells okay? It's supposed to light your senses with great pleasure. It's meant because men are supposed to just love the way it smells, squirrel.
Oh.
You was unaware of that, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Alright. I know I'm fighting it to make something that is just decent enough to look at, and I'm going to try to see if we can swirl it. There we go. That'll be all right, won't it? You'll take a bath with that, won't you?
Sure.
All right. There'll be little small bars, and there's my excess left over. All right, guys. I'll bring you back tomorrow and show you what it looks like. Hey, everybody. All right. I just got back from Birmingham. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you know I took my grandson to Birmingham today. And we're getting rid of we're getting the soap out of the Essential Depot molds. You know, when you're cutting your soap and you have more than one kind, it's a good thing to categorize them by colors and stuff so that you don't have to clean your Essential Depot cutter all the time. And like with this one, this is 100% lard soap. This is Grandma's old-fashioned lard lye soap. And so this one here, it has to be cut first, because if I cut these first, these have coconut oil in them and different things, and so then I'd get that stuff in this stuff, and then it wouldn't be 100% lard soap anymore. And I have to always use special separate utensils and things like that when I'm doing a soap. And that's because, you know, if the FDA ever decides to check your soap and it has remnants of coconut oil in it and you're telling everybody it's 100% lard, well then, you know, your label's wrong. And so I'm gonna get this lard soap out of the way so that we can cut the other soaps. And I'm gonna take a couple of them over there and show them. So come back for these two, as they say. And there we go. And this is and what I did to make these swirls is I took and sprinkled, after I got the superfats, glycerin goes in this. After I got the essential oil of lavender in here, then I took and sprinkled alkanet root on the top of the soap inside the crock pot and just spooned it together to make this pretty color, so it still turned blue from the heat and everything.
Really pretty bar soap.
Yes, and of course y'all know Squirrel from the earlier soap, and everybody knows Jessie. Isn't that nifty?
Yeah. What you doing, so you in trouble.
And then the activated charcoal soaps, those gotta go last. Those gotta go last. What is that noise? The hot water heater's doing that. I heard this little. Go turn it off at the fuse box. No, that's the fuse box. It's got to be that old gas heater up there.
No, I've heard it all day. I thought it was hot water heater.
I don't know what that is. Was the hot water heater on?
Yeah, that's cleaning.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I'm giving you that. Sorry. All right, so I got the lard soap out of the way. Now, activated charcoal soaps definitely wait to last. And since this has got activated in it, I'm gonna go ahead and do this pretty color here. This is bar number 3. Woo! This one here is great for us women. Keeps us from murdering our families on a regular basis.
You changed the look of that.
No,
You know?
no. Jessie, I'm gonna let you come around here and get these molds and racks and go put them over there. And Megger says don't put them soaked in, let her wash them when she gets here. She says she thinks that we was having a little, I think it was like a soap residue lingering to them. So she says don't put them in, don't soak them no more.
Okay.
I was like, okay,
We can do that.
we can do that.
Put 'em back in.
Now many people use penny roll mixed in oil directly on the skin and just let it absorb in. There's recipes online of using penny roll in that fashion, but I don't agree with it because the lady I talked to, she had all kinds of degrees and stuff. I tell you what, I can't, ooh. Yeah, there I am. I can't live without this soap myself.
Really pretty.
And nobody wants to live around me without that soap. And so, and everything, there we go. But anyway, that one there, the end there, I had some air pockets and stuff. And so, now did you see how I was getting those out?
Mm-hmm.
You want to see if you can do them? You can do them right here. I'll get out of the way. I'm going to move over a little bit. Thank you.
Flip it over. Good job.
You can go ahead and grab these anytime you want to. Just walk in front's fine. And I'll
Sorry,
take these.
guys.
I'll take these two over here. Oh, yeah, I set that one. I'll take it to the house and just let it cure up there. And this is it. And this is also alkanet root that you can buy at Essential Depot. Isn't that pretty? And I get more phone calls about the bar number 11, but the second one I get phone calls from is women very thankful for bar number 3. And I get a lot of emails and stuff on it. And text messages. I think it stinks. But I can't live without it, so it don't do me no good.
I think it smells really good.
She likes it.
Smells a lot like peppermint.
Well, penny royal is in the peppermint family. People used to use penny royal as a spice to cook with.
Oh, wow.
But it's just not good for internal purposes. Even with it as a spice, over time, it's going to cause problems with the liver and the kidney. Just like tea tree, if you take and pour tea tree all over your body, you'll become listless and can go into a comatose state. And so every essential oil has to be learnt as to what's the right and wrong usage of it, and whatnot. And with pennyroyal, although you'll see places where people say, oh yeah, I use it every month. I take and mix it with oil and rub it on my stomach. But I just worry about long-term effects on that. A rinse off, rinse on, slow absorption soap is how I was told it was safe, and that it was never, and the lady was well educated, and so that's the only way I use it, because I ain't got those kind of credentials, and she does. But on tea tree, I got to talking about that, and then I got sidetracked. Tea tree, a 1% application, if putting over the entire body, is appropriate. So if you're making any product that could be used on the entire body, even if you didn't intend it to be used on the entire body, then you don't put more than 1%. Let you hand that to her. She's sick. And then if you just got a little boo-boo, most folks can tolerate just putting it in one little spot directly without any issues, but some people can't tolerate that. Oh, this is bar number 22.
Mm-hmm.
This has got our pine tar in it. That pine tar overwhelms the lavender, peppermint, and tea tree in this. You ain't gonna smell nothing but pine tar. But let me tell you something, it'll make your hair wash so nice. Mm-hmm. And then if you're doing something for yourself, like let's say you got problems with your toenails and you're gonna mix it in some oil and use it on just your toenails, well then you can bump up the percentages. But I met one man and he was pouring tea tree straight on his toes, full strength on his toes.
Oh, Lord.
And he thought he had the most horrible case of toenail fungus known to man. And you know what he had?
Tea tree poison.
He had tea tree burns. Every night he'd pour tea tree on there, and I think the toenail fungus and the athlete's foot, no, it wasn't toenail fungus, athlete's foot. He thought he had the worst athlete's foot known to man. He's like, I'm just ashamed to show you my feet. I was like, no, I wasn't here. I was just out somewhere. I said, let me see your toes. Let me see your toes. And I look at him. No, and I said, sir, you don't have athlete's foot. What have you been doing to these feet? He says, every night, my wife got me some tea tree, and every night I pour tea tree on them. I've been doing it for about a month. And it's a wonder, you know, he hadn't already caused damage because of putting it full strength every night on his toes. The whole, you know, just pouring it full strength like that. And his toes were so raw and burnt from tea tree. And I went in my purse and I got some of my body butter out. And I said, would you rub that on it? And he said, oh, my feet hadn't quit hurting in nearly a month. And he about killed himself with tea tree. So yes, many essential oils can do harm, and pennyroyal is one of them. And if used incorrectly, but just like you have to know how to use tea tree, you got to know how to use pennyroyal. And so if you're in the notion to use pennyroyal, please do not use it in any skin application except for soap, because that's what the lady said she thought was the only safe way to use it, except for the tea. She said, of course, you know, they do the tea. She said the problem is when the essential oil came out, people saw they were drinking the tea for ladies' symptoms and stuff, and then they saw the essential oil and they said, oh, well, I'll just put some of that in my tea too, we'll make it stronger. No. And so anyway, so don't do that. And but pennyroyal has been used since recorded time, they say.
Wow.
Yeah. And maybe people out there disagreeing with me that like a 1% oil blend would be safe to rub all over you. But I do know one thing. If you put it in a diffuser, it'll make you sick and you will throw up. Or you'll wish you did. When I got pennyroyal for the first time, I just went down to a local health food store. The Now company sells more of it than anybody I know. They sell tons of pennyroyal. You know, the NOW company, Now.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta show you.
Yeah, this is one of the prettiest bars.
Yeah, this is what we've been waiting on.
Yes.
Hey, Squirrel, won't you take it over there and show it?
No, it's cool.
Yeah, you gotta walk over there.
And this is a man's bar, Squirrel.
Yeah, this is the men's bar.
This is bar.
Yeah, well, see that little screen there? Pull it all the way up to where you see it real close. Get up there. There you go. Now back it up just a little bit. There you go. Isn't that pretty, guys?
Make him a producer yet.
There you go. That's the checkerboard.
That's really cool.
And so anyway, so the Now company, they sell tons of pennyroyal. You'll find it in every health food store that sells, like, if you know, like if when they get the little starter shells, the little kit and everything, pennyroyal's always on it. But they don't tell people that if you drink it, you might die. But they do sell it in 1 ounce containers. Maybe that's their out on the subject, is because they sell it in small quantities. And they don't think drinking a whole ounce will kill you. And I think they did say it would take like 16 fluid ounces or something. But you know, when it decides to kill you from drinking it, you know, it's not like you can sue the Now company. So, but they don't have any precautions on their bottles. And they'll have a tester out so people can get it directly on their skin. They'll have an open tester bottle out on the shelves for people to try it and everything. You know, smell, and you can get that on you. And so every time I go someplace and they got pennyroyal on the shelf with a tester out, I always try to warn them about skin contact, much less full strength get full skin contact. Isn't that awesome? But I guess the Now company, they find it to be benign for some reason. Because you'd think with all them lawyers and all that, you know, precautions they've got to take selling stuff to people, that they would think that pennyroyal should be, the packaging should say, you know, not for skin contact use. So anyway, so the first time I bought it, I read about it and I bought it, And I put it in my tart burner.
This next.
Uh-huh. No,
The white.
yeah, let me think. What would be better, the chicken
Probably.
or the egg? You go ahead and take them all out.
Probably that one, because this is on top.
Yeah, it is more on top than on that one. Yeah, we'll do the yellows first. And these bars is going home with Squirrel.
You're gonna smell so good.
They ain't pretty.
Maybe
Well, they're pretty.
They
That's
are
pretty.
pretty.
Stop.
Show them out. I got a pretty good spoon action on them things. Do what you say?
I said neighbors will stop complaining.
There you go. I say, Squirrel, you smell so good. I used to do 4 bars. But anyway, I suppose that the Now Company has decided it finds pinroll benign, but I don't find it benign.
Yeah, that'll get all over you, Squirrel.
Oh, this is one of my favorite bars, number 9. This is the other bar that I have to use for my rosacea.
Can we show one?
I can't live without it, and I got to have it, or my rosacea gets crazy. That and my sugar scrub. This number 9 was one of the first bars I made for myself. I made the recipe up for me. And it started out just tea tree and lemongrass. And then I found out about rosemary and turmeric being good also for acne. And I'm gonna show them two. I just thought them two was particularly pretty.
I don't think they're seeing them good because the screen's so dark.
Well, I think it's darker than it really is because it's the screen we're seeing out of. There we go. And I don't know if the backlight's on. There we go. All right.
What have been too long?
And that activated charcoal helps to pull impurities out.
Thank you.
And now this is bar number 2, and I made this for people with itchy skin. Isn't that pretty? And that's also got the activated charcoal in it, and that helps to pull out impurities. When my daughter was little, she got into some seizure medicine. It was in her grandma's purse, and Grandma Wooten had passed away, and Grandma McNutt still had her little change purse that she carried a few pills in it, and everything.
So you pumped her stomach with the activated charcoal?
No, the hospital did.
Yeah.
I was scared to death.
I bet.
And they put that activated charcoal in there.
Comes off easy enough.
All right. Well, you go and rinse that. And
In my hand.
yeah, and I'm gonna rinse my hands, and then we'll cut up number 11. See, I'm icky. That activated charcoal gets everywhere, but it sure is good. Good, good, good. Is there a wet cloth over there?
It's yeah. That water's hot. Hot, hot, hot. I had to use those to get it off.
I went to Birmingham today, and if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see all the posts that we made. I took pictures of Henry in his car seat on the way. On the way to being treated, and they had to do a EEG on him, and he didn't like it one bit, and he fussed a whole lot, and he decided, but we did what they said, which was bring things that make him feel happy and comfortable. So his fuzzy blanket and his favorite babies and everything, and we didn't let him sleep in the car on the way. They said bring him sleepy, and we was able to manage that. You know where we keep the ruler? I think it's where we keep the price tags and stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to have that. I need to measure 12 inches, I think it is. And this is bar number 11 out of my daddy's molds. If you should want to buy a mold from him, you can do that on the www.kimberlymacnut.com or the www.essential-soaps.com website. And so they battened his hatches when he didn't like that one bit. He couldn't move. But they didn't hurt him. They had special made thing like a Indian papoose. Nothing? Nothing. Well, we'll do it the old way before I had a ruler. I just set it on here. And
that's how I do it too.
mark it. Well, it doesn't have the volume of essential oils in it because it doesn't need it to do the job it does. So it cures faster like the lard soap does. And you can go ahead and pull those off if you want to. And this right here is bar number 11, and it's a little lighter than usual because we didn't have as much slippery elm bark. It's time to order. And so it's not as brown as usual. Awesome, but before I do that, I'm going to take this little booger and line it up with that one.
Make it easy.
Yeah.
Smells so good.
I just love his cutter. I'd have been sitting here for hours and hours and hours cutting on soap with cutting each bar individually.
Yeah, that last one will be fine.
And instead,
Sometimes they'll say yours.
I'm cutting, I think it's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bars at a whack. Chop, chop, chop. Because I'm using the Essential Depot cutter. If you'd like one of these Essential Depot cutters, you can go to KimberlyMacNut.com and use my affiliate link up there, and I so would appreciate it, and everything. And Essential Depot's got a new shopping cart, and so now us affiliates, we have all kinds of wonderful tools in there, which is in their on their website when we log in, which is totally rocking cool, and everything. And it sure does help me out when you use my link. So you can click on any of the products on the www.kimberlymatnut.com, and I appreciate that. It don't cost you anything to do it, and I say thank you, but then I give all that free information out and free recipes and free how-tos, and it's just a way you can pay me back. It don't actually cost you anything, which is totally rocking cool. Ta-da! See? Wasn't that awesome? All that mountain soap that took us all day to make. And it is gone. Well, almost gone.
Squirrel needs to come help us do this more often.
I know.
It goes so much quicker with 3 people than
I know. He's a soap artist.
We do it by 7 days.
And there we go. And then we'll put this away and clean off the surfaces, and ta-da. So, what you been up to today?
Nothing.
Nothing?
I've been over changing the house.
You been around?
Got a window for the house.
Got a window?
Yeah.
Brand new?
Yeah.
Awesome. When you putting it in?
That when it warms up.
When it warms up. I need to put a window in mine. I've got a cracked window in one of my rooms. My grandson Wesker did it. And so I almost looked over at you and said, be careful. It's just instinct. Like he wouldn't know how to take care of a knife.
You want to show them how to do this?
Oh yeah, do that. You do it.
No.
No, you do it.
No.
You do it. If you want to make a bar of soap out of your slithers, you can take and put 2 of them together and press, and then put another one on. Oh no, that was too tall on one side. Put another one in there and press, and then just pick them up and pinch. And they stay pretty good together, and I know a lot of y'all guys put alcohol in between layers of soap to make it stick. So you could put alcohol between the layers.
Is this bar soap not smell funny?
Mm-hmm.
It smells so good.
It smells just like a tree. Smell that.
It does.
I suppose it'd be a good bear soap. This one man was telling us up at Chattanooga Choo Choo that they had this spray to make you smell like the woods so you wouldn't smell like bears, like something the bears would be interested in. And I said, well, I got soap that'll do that. Make you smell like a cedar tree.
Yeah.
Of course, spraying something directly on you might be stronger.
Good job. Squirrel's a good presser.
You gotta pinch them together now. There you go. Take them. And I literally now look, you literally take and you pinch like this, and they stick together better. And then, after you do that, then you flatten it down. And then you just set that out and cure it. And ta-da! Alright. So, if you do want some of my free soap recipes, you can go to www.kimberlymatnut.com. That's KIMBERLYMCNUTT.com. And if you'd like to buy some of my soap, you can go to www.essential-soaps, and that's a dash like between the phone number, soaps plural, so essential-soaps.com. And I absolutely wore out. I got here, I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. I didn't want to get up. I went to Birmingham, well, we had to get the kids. Went to Birmingham, then come back, and had to take the, get the prescription, because they did decide to put Henry on seizure medicine. He had 1 seizure when he was 1, and then he'd had what they call mini miles. Look at them all running off on me. Look at them, just look at them. Look at him, he's just shaking his head at me. And we kept showing video and different things to the pediatrician, and the pediatrician said, well, that don't look like a seizure to me. And then it was a seizure. When we got to the seizure doctor, we were like, oh yeah, that's seizures. And then he had a full-blown seizure not long ago, and that's what finally got us an appointment. That and the fact my daughter changed doctors so she could get an appointment in Birmingham. So, and then they did all the tests and examinations and stuff, and they said that they was putting him on seizure medicines till he for 2 years. That most kids grow out of it between, when they're little, and then, but that'll keep him from having any neurological damage due to the seizures that he will not have, of course, because he's on seizure medicine and everything. And so we got the seizure medicine, and I took them all home. And Bridget was a dragon, and Henry was Wesker was just coming in from school, and then Henry was a dragon, and so they all went and got taken out, and I didn't. I had to come cut soap. But we had a good time doing it, didn't we? There you go. All right. And so I thank you so much for watching, and in 5 days, whoop, there I am. In 5 days, we'll package that stuff up, and then it's ready to go. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Oh, and hit the like button. It really does help me out. Bye.